Hey, good evening, all my Facebook friends and also my YouTube family. If you are watching by YouTube, welcome to you as well. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, June the 16th. It is about 5:34 Central Standard Time, and I accepted a challenge to do a video every day for the next 7 days to share the word of the Lord. And so today is day one of that challenge, and I'm so excited to share. I was asking the Lord, what should I talk about today on this video? And there's something that maybe not very many people know about my life, and I don't talk about it a little bit because sometimes it's a little still sensitive for me to bring up and talk about. But a lot of people don't know that God actually saved me from cancer as a young child. And so I was about 8 months old, guys, and something wasn't quite right. My mom took me to the doctor, and they found out that I actually had cancer at 8 months old. And, my mom and dad did not have insurance to do any type of procedure. My mom and dad did not make a lot of money. My dad was working. Mom wasn't working, staying home with me. They were, just making ends meet. So they didn't have the finances to pay for the surgery, didn't have the insurance to pay for the surgery. And so at that time, my parents weren't believers. My mom was not a believer, but my mom was so grieved. She was so upset. She cried out to God. And can I just tell you, if you're a mother right now, do not underestimate your prayers for your kids. God hears your prayer. You pull on the heart of God in a way that maybe even dads and other pastors and other leaders can't. Your moms, your prayers are powerful for your children. And as an 8-month-old baby, and I had cancer, and my mom prayed, she cried out to God, and she says, God, if you will let him live, I give him to you. God, if you let this young boy live, I will give him to you. Well, what did God do? Well, I'd love to tell you that God healed me supernaturally, that God just poured out and eradicated that cancer based on that prayer, but that's not what happened. Because God's ways are higher than our ways, and his thoughts are not our thoughts. And let me tell you what, God did something even cooler. Can I tell you that God will take that which is bad and use it for good? So check this out. The community in which they lived in heard about my situation. I heard about my parents that couldn't afford the surgery, didn't have the insurance. And so they decided to do a fundraiser. Guess what the fundraiser was? The local bar decided to auction off shots of alcohol to raise money so I could have surgery. Wow. Does that mean God blesses alcohol and this drinking? No. But I will tell you what it does mean is even what the enemy meant for bad, which is alcohol, and guys, they don't call it wine and spirits for nothing. It's bad. Let me trust you. Nothing good comes. God used something that was bad and turned around for good. Isn't that what Genesis chapter 50, verse 20 says? It says, as for you, you meant it evil against me, but God meant it for good in order to bring about this present result to preserve many people alive. So guess what? The money was raised for me to have surgery. And I'm cancer-free today. Why is that such a cool thing? Because my mama prayed, God, if you let him live, I give him to you. And do you know that now because I'm alive and God saved me from cancer, I now preach the gospel. Don't you think that the enemy recognized the potential and the gift and the call that was on me from the time I was knit in my mother's womb? And the enemy came against me, tried to kill me with cancer as an 8-month-old baby. But let me tell you what God did. God heard the prayer of my mother, used something that the devil meant for bad, which is alcohol, turned around and used it for good so I can have surgery. And now I'm a preacher of the gospel. I'm preaching this gospel across Arkansas. I'm going to Kenya next week. God saved me from cancer. Can I tell you, I don't know if you're sick in your body. I don't know what's coming against you today, but I will tell you this, that if you have a gift and you have a call, if you will give your life to the Lord, if you lay it all down, God will take your situation and wherever it is meant for bad in your life, God will turn around for good. When you have a kingdom assignment, when you are gifted, when you are called, when you're anointed by God, God will even use something like cancer to be a tactic that God will turn around and use it against the enemy. So here's the enemy. As an 8-month-old baby, I had cancer. And the devil's like, I got him now. And God says, watch this. Devil, you tried to use alcohol to destroy lives. I'm going to use it to turn around to save lives. Do you know how many people have been snatched out of alcoholism through my preaching my hands? I ministered at Teen Challenge Arkansas for almost 4 years. Wow, God set me apart. He rescued me. He saved me from the cancer that the devil sent on me to try to kill me, to try to silence the voice. Do you know that's what the devil does? He tried to silence Moses by killing all the young babies 2 years and under. Jesus, when Herod heard about Jesus, he said all male children 2 years and under, kill. Let me tell you, the enemy is after the next generation. If he can destroy them while they're young, he'll eliminate their voice when they're old. Well, guess what? The devil did not eliminate my voice. And today my voice declares that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. What he does yesterday, he'll do today. He still heals. He still delivers. He still brings freedom to people. He still saves people. There is only one way to heaven. That is Jesus Christ, baby. That is Jesus Christ. God set me apart to declare this gospel. And guys, let me tell you, God truly does use what is meant for evil and turns around and uses it against the evil, against the devil. So what is the evil? What is something that the enemy has planted in your life? Maybe you have habits and hang-ups. Let me tell you what, your test, your struggle is going to be a testimony. What the devil is meant to use to destroy you will be a testimony against the enemy and be a testimony that brings life to others. So guys, God saved me from cancer. Why? So I could be a voice, so I could be a mouthpiece, so I could preach the gospel. And some of you should have been dead. Some of you watching, you were on drugs. You've been out, you had needles in your arm. You popped pills. You shacked up with some crazy girl and she could have took you out. And you're like, what in the world was I doing with that girl? But you know what? God set you apart. God saved you from evil. So now you can be a voice, a mouthpiece, an instrument for his own use, so that you can proclaim this gospel, so that those who are in darkness can be brought into light. Those that are in the hand of Satan can be brought into the kingdom of our dear son, God's dear son, Jesus. That's the purpose. So guys, no matter what the evil that's brought against you, no matter the bad that's brought against you, if you put your faith in Jesus, do you know what the promise is? Is that God will work all things together for good. It does not say that all things are good. It just says that God will take even the bad things and use it for good. God used my cancer for good. God used a bar that was willing to auction off shots of alcohol so I could have surgery. God used that to save this preacher's life so I could deliver people from alcohol and I could preach the gospel, pulling people out of darkness. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm so thankful that I'm alive. I'm so thankful my mama prayed that prayer. And I'm so thankful that you were watching. So guys, this is day 1 of the 7-day challenge I took up. I'll be doing another live probably tomorrow evening about 5:30. And I know several people wanted to be tagged in this video. And so if you're watching this and you'd like to be tagged on Facebook, on this video, send me a private message or comment here below, and I'll make sure you're tagged in tomorrow's video. So God bless you. Thank you for watching. Share this with somebody who needs to hear it, and I'll see you tomorrow.